very quickly 14 down to 1.
Oh, no. I have a raccoon ready to go. We're streaming already. I figured it was close enough time, right? Plus, I want to make sure.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We're live?
We're live.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hamlin Conservation Board. The exits are on either end of the building, and the handicap exit is on the right-hand side, and the AED is directly across the hall in this room, if we need it. Can you call the roll, please?
Dr. Haney.
Here.
Janine Clark. Here. Steve Rutherford.
Here.
Harry Whipple. Here. Louis Stevenson.
Here. All right. Everybody had a chance to read the minutes? And are there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes from April 24th conservation board meeting.
All right, motion was made. Accept the minutes. Do I have a second? Moved and seconded that we accept the meeting, or the minutes from the last meeting. Could you poll the members, please?
Dr. Haney.
Yes.
Janine Clark. Yes. Steve Rutherford.
Abstain?
Harry Whipple.
Yes.
Louis Stevenson.
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved and carried with one abstention that we accept the minutes as written. Then I'll open our public forum. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And we'll start off with Janine.
Okay. Hamlin Planning Board minutes Monday, May 1st. There were no public hearings. The first item on the agenda was an application of Eric Peters, 101 Weiler Road, who was seeking a subdivision sketch and site plan. The intention is to subdivide this property into two parcels to create one new building lot and then one new parcel. He wants to subdivide 5 acres off of this property to his daughter so she can move the house. There were quite a few comments from the engineer concerning grading, approximation to a wetland. There were some questions from attorney. Are you looking for the conservation board or?
No, this is the court, right?
Yep, go back out these doors again, you came in the back of the parking lot, there's a ranch style building, and that's what court is,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
And the planning board, needs better plans, more specific plans from, applicant. But they did go ahead and schedule a public hearing for next month. Second thing on the agenda was a special use permit for Anthony and Adams Termiara, 75 Walker Road. They're looking for the special use permit to run a sawmill. It was referred to previously to the ZBA, the zoning board of appeals, about the bill. And I believe they did get their permission. But for now, a stop work order has been placed on the trucks. This property used to be a horse therapy business, so we still need a site plan. And there was some concern from the code enforcement officer that they actually started their business without coming to the town and finding out what they needed to do to make application before they started. So this was also scheduled for a public hearing for June 5th. There was on the agenda a special use permit for Keeler Construction to operate a mining operation at 1700 and 1712 Glasgow Road. this application went to the zoning board, and we did receive, the special use permit, so there really was no reason, no need for them to come to the planning board. So we approved determination of no action. The last item on the agenda was Rudolph, 6378 Shannon Drive. She was seeking a conservation board of development permit to have a generator installed within 100 feet of the property. So it's shoreline residential district, LWRP number 4. It's a type 2 seeker, there were no issues. And she, the person who's installing the generator is granted the conservation development. And that was the end of the meeting.
Great, thank you, Janine. I attended the, Fish Advisory Board. We have one new member, yay, that's younger than me, which is great, some younger folks coming on. Right now, one of the things we're trying to develop is things that we can go to, or projects that we can do here in Monroe County to enhance the fisheries for inner city kids and for just kids in general and getting people interested in fishing. We go now to the EMC meeting. This is the last meeting before next September. We have adjourned. We had a briefing by Mike Garland from the Department of Environmental Services. Under him, there are 7 different divisions. To include the pure waters, wastewaters, fleet services, alternative fuels, GIS engineering facilities, and business services. Right now, the water treatment plant at, let's see, I know I wrote down Chaldea, is processing over 8 million gallons of water a day, and which is over 400 billion gallons a year. It also produces over 100,000 tons of sludge every year. Just a note of interest, underneath the city of Rochester, there is 30 miles of deep rock tunnels in which to store stormwater or waste or stormwater that comes in, so that the facilities don't get over taxed. In the city, they developed there's a stormwater coalition that is developing ways to minimize stormwater pollution, and they are looking at everything from fertilizers and pesticides from lawns, grass clippings, leaves, and different things like that. That 100,000 tons of sludge goes into the landfill. So, one of the things I did not, know at the Mill Street landfill, which they're using right now, is they have, a gas power plant. And it produces 1.5, megawatts of electricity a year, so that was pretty neat. For the methane from the landfill, and, it's the first time I've heard of anything like that ever being done. I know they do it on farms, but that was pretty neat. We have, whoop, whoop, in Monroe County, the number 2 green fleet in the country. And that included electric vehicles and biofuel. Vehicles. And let's see. Old County of Monroe has 2 alternative fuel refill stations. One you can go plug your car in at, one you can get propane, and the other one is biodiesel. So I didn't know that they existed. But one of the questions asked was if we each had a climate action plan for our towns. And I did not know if we had one. I know we have done the open space survey, and things like that. I didn't know whether.
Pretty sure we do have one now. We're doing a lot in Monroe County, and environmental programs.
That was part of the training that I sat in on Tuesday was to develop climate action plans and different things to look at, what buildings we can upgrade to geothermal, what buildings can we make green. The parking issue, which we've talked about for parking lot issues, whether permeable or semi-permeable or things like that. But I can't think of Mary's last name from the Sea Grant. What? Huh?
I can't remember.
What's that?
I can't remember her last name either.
Starts with an H, but he is gonna help me develop a short briefing that we can take. Well, first we're gonna see what we got and what we don't have, and then what we don't have, help me develop something where I can go into the town board, or one of us can go into the town board.
You're talking about the climate action plan?
Well, that and the CRS, which I'm having right now, but yeah, just see where we are at. I know as far as recycling, what we recycle, what we don't recycle. And our ability to gather points. Huh? Yes. You have, the better you look. And,
It's a little harder for a community like ours. I mean, some villages like Rockport went to all LED lighting,
Right,
street lights,
yeah.
things like that. And, you know, in a village, that's a big thing that you can accomplish. It's a little more sparsely
right,
settled here.
we're more rural and, we have an older population. And,
I don't know if it's part of it, but even this new quickly that's coming in down the street, it went from almost 90% impervious paved surface when it was
right,
Bob's Grocery and gas, and now it's, I think it's within the percentage for that zone, because they're gonna have some green space, they're gonna have lawns, they're gonna have some trees. So that was a big improvement. I don't know if that adds to the climate smart community.
yes. Even the, and I was thinking about this as I was driving in and I saw the little, speed, indicator lights out there, that says, okay, you're going over the speed limit. That adds points to your things. Yeah, we got one, and there's 2 points. Yeah, and so that was, interesting, so, yeah, it was, environmentally, it was a very, very good, training session. And, we will, like I said, develop something in which I can go through and or somebody can go through and see what we got going and where we need help and, see, okay, we'd like to jump on board, statewide with the state folks and maybe even get to the national level. But, there's no reason why we can't. So, other than that, Mark, what you got?
Okay, the, May 8th, town board meeting. Megan Gentile, Gentile, was been appointed as a new bookkeeper for the supervisor. She started on May 8th. That was the only, real agenda item. Well, they did discuss the freezer in the lodge. Feeling is that it would not be worthwhile to spend all that money for that freezer. So we're still talking about that. And then, that'd be a computer in the history center. The zoning workshop, was May 18th. And under, reports, the dog control had 3 calls. Rabies plan went well. Our best plans are going well. Seniors had the largest turnout ever at St. John's last month. Haley attended the Parks and Recreation Conference. So that is going well. Had coaches for all the teams. The town clerk went to the New York State Town Clerks Conference. And the new sign was up, you may have seen it. And the sewer line is going well. I think there's 170 choppers were in, and the main line is mostly done.
Yep.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Which takes us to Lewis.
Sure, the May 15th zoning board of appeals meeting, again, pretty good one. So Nathan Pacelli, lots of public hearings to start off. So Nathan Pacelli was back, 61 Fresh Drive. He wants 6 chickens and 25 quail, less than an acre of land. There is one neighbor who doesn't want any animals nearby, so he was pretty vocal about that. It seemed like his biggest concern was that the chickens were going to attract like that sort of thing. And so, but so there was some back and forth, and they went through the criteria and ended up looking at, the next one was Kathleen Martin and Pieces Energy at 6968 Benedict Beach Road. That was a public hearing for coastal erosion hazard area variance permit. She wants a geothermal heating system running through the lakeside of the yard. So it sounds like they're gonna be like 100 to 150 feet back from the lake, as they're gonna be as far back as they can. And I couldn't catch how many they need to drill. 5, yeah, 6 inches wide, 10 feet apart. And they can't go in the front, there's construction, I guess. So, back. So there was no speakers, so they went through the criteria. Next one was a public hearing for Brianna Wright at 911 Church Road. She wants to have 4 goats on 2.5 acres. The code states 5 acres are required. There were no speakers for that, so they approved it. The next public hearing was for Leo Alonso at 34 Harrier Drive. For chickens, lots of chickens. Chickens are less than 1 acre of land. They're modifying an existing shed to so no speakers. For that, so it was approved. And the next public hearing was for John Baker at 7878 Newco, 7876 Newco. He wants to build a shed on a property where there's no dwelling. No speakers were there for that either, so that one was approved. Next public hearing was for Richard Wilson at 78 Newco. A generator with it needs a 1-foot setback variance to a tall generator, so it's like 14 feet from 16 feet. No, 14 feet. There were no speakers for that one, so that was approved as well. Then onto the agenda, so Gina and Stephen Ruggles at 1417 Brook Edge Drive. They want 6 chickens on less than an acre of land. That was scheduled for the public hearing. The next agenda item was for Philip Thomas for chickens again, but he hasn't shown up for the last couple of meetings, so they're going to apply if he's still interested. And the next agenda one was 140 Railroad Ave for Kendall Robinson. He wants chickens, less than an acre of land. He's already got a couple apparently, so he's gonna have to get 6 at a time. So he's gonna request 8 so that he can have this 2 and get 6 more. So they scheduled that for a public hearing. And Joel Knapp at 1418 Brook Edge Drive. He wants solar panels, but his roof is gonna need to be replaced within 10 years or so. So he doesn't want to put them on the roof, but he's got like this back awning off the back of the house that he wants to extend and put panels on that instead of on the roof. So he needed a variance for an accessory structure being enlarged. So that was scheduled for a public hearing. And the last one was Thomas Calabrillo, 660 Walker Lake Ontario Road. And they want to build a attached private garage for their landscaping business. And they're adding the garage will increase the impervious surface. So 68%. So that was scheduled for a public hearing.
Second.
Yeah.
Gotta love them. Okay. Do you have anything for friends?
I do have something. Since our last meeting, on May 6th, the Friends of Hamel Beach hosted their 12th annual I Love My Park Day event in the park. And there's a nice picture in the newspaper. I happened to get it, it was almost in the back of the paper. Nearly 100 volunteers showed up. They were assisted by members of the Friends and Park staff. And they just tackled a lot of different projects that would help the park get ready for the summer season. That's the name of the group that we clean shelters, we wash windows, we swept down cobwebs and laid down the tables. Having groups that raked, the piles of leaves that accumulated. There was a group in the campground that really positioned picnic tables in the campgrounds and set up the fire. Like, barbecue areas for the campers and a little bit of beach cleanup. It's just a lot of different activities going on. And, beautiful day. Chipped in and helped, and it was really a good time. Camping opened this past Friday, May 19th. There is now a $9 admission to get into the park weekends only, plus Memorial Day, and it'll be that way until June 24th, and then it's admission beginning of the day.
June what?
June 24th is when they start.
The hours that they operate, the,
Concession.
no, the entrance. To the park,
I think
it's
it's
later in the weekend.
I don't know, I know, but it was required admission up until about 5 o'clock. Whether that's extended for the summer, I don't know. It might show up on the Friends Facebook page. You just go to facebook.com/ and then FOHBSB. There's a lot of information on that.
We'll still have the, readmission for seniors.
During, except unless it's a holiday. I mean, I don't know the date with me right now. It's usually, in the past, it was always at the end of June as opposed to
Yeah.
the 4th of July.
Mhm.
I should have that information by next week.
We rode the bikes, our bikes through the camp Monday, Monday or Tuesday. And they did a lot of work with the ash.
Oh, yeah.
In there. And there's still a lot of ash trees. But there's a big difference last year to this year. Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll now adjourn the regular conservation board meeting and go into the Hamlin Waterfront Committee with the same process. We have any referrals?
We have one, everybody has a copy of it.
Right, that was the one that was approved by the CBA.
Yes. I just printed it out.
And I looked at it and I thought that they could, even being on the lakeside, they're it's kind of a fenced in area just north of the house, and then there was a stretch to the beach. And I thought they could have moved it even closer to the house and further from, to be out of the sea, out of the coast of Washington area. I guess it was approved, really wanted it. But it is acceptable to him to open. I do have, I helped, this isn't really waterfront advisory, waterfront committee, but I need to do an inspection, as I mentioned my planning board report that Eric Peters wants to do.
Right.
Bill, and because the conservation board also is responsible for things in the conservation overlay. This is right in the area of DEC wetlands, why I need to do inspection. If anybody's interested in going.
We get in with the walker.
I don't know, I'm gonna say it's tough to get in with Walker.
I think I know there is an existing driveway, but I don't know what the condition of it is.
Right.
There was a site plan years ago for a house.
I have the site plan here now. information for the planning board. About 2 weeks. And this is one of those months when we have 5 Mondays. 2 weeks.
I'm sorry, I can't get the water.
Yeah, I'm not sure, I haven't seen it. It might be, it might be quite overgrown too.
I didn't look at it yet. I'm gonna look at mail on Sunday.
I can maybe go. I can maybe go with you, like, not on Wednesday.
Right? Supposed to rain, possibly rain on Wednesday. On Thursday.
I can do it in the morning.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, does anybody have anything else? Any concerns? All right, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Second, that we adjourn the meeting for this evening. Favor, saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, so carried. Have a great. Huh?
I still doesn't seem like Memorial Weekend.
Have a safe Memorial Weekend.
Cheryl, is there a notary here?
We usually have 3, there's 2 in the, town clerk's office, and Liz, our assessor, is in order. We do have 3.
I can just come by, is that okay?
You just come in, there's no charge, and they'll take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was 13 GB.
Well, my babies, I still have 5 land hands,
Whatever.
but,
Yeah.
yeah, I just happened to go by,
So very late, so still got rain, and they take boosters.
well,
Sharon, you did this?
I have my,
Oh, yes, thank you so much.